Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a voiceover of this because I realised how loud the introduction music is to this game, so I thought it'd be best for me, for all you headphone users, to record a voiceover so you're not deafened by it. But yeah, basically what I was saying was I bet you thought this was an art channel, but it's not. It's I'm gonna put whatever I like on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I really wanted to play this game, and I just wanted to share it with you, I guess. You know, I thought it would be something fun to do. So that's what I'm going to do with you. All I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the prologue of this game, um, and guess see about and just give you my thoughts about it and everything, and depending on the reception of it I might do some more gameplay of it, but for now these videos will just be of me doing the prologue. Right, so normally when I'm playing a game I tend to go for normal or easy because I do this for fun. I do this for the story. I like going through the story and being involved with the story. I'm like, so yeah, if you want to do it on easy, do it on easy. I see a lot of people get loads of flack for doing it on easy, but like, that's okay to do it on easy if you just want the story, and it's okay to do it on hard and extreme as well if you're like hardcore, you want that challenge. Me, I tend to go for normal. So I've got that balance of, I've got to think a little bit, but also it's easy to progress through the story. So yeah, I'm excited. Also, just to let you know, I am playing this on Steam using a PlayStation controller.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Okay, so I really like when you get to create your own character, but that bit at the beginning where it shows you the man speaks, that's a bit that kind of takes you out of the immersion a little bit if you want to play as a girl, I think. I mean, it's not a big thing, but that's my first impression there. That's like, yeah, it takes you a bit out of the immersion a little bit, to be quite honest. But that's really minor. Ooh. Okay, so this is the character that I'm going to make. It didn't take long at all because, you know, the character creation is really quite simple. But it's alright. I don't mind it. I've had better character creation games, but I mean, I do know that Spiders was quite a small number of, you know, there was a small number of people who were working on this game. So, I'm happy with that. That's fine. Okay. So, I did actually play a little bit of the prologue before I started recording. So, sorry if you think that's cheating, but I decided I wanted to record it, so I started over. But what I did notice, the first time I played, I did magic, because, like, I love a bit of magic. I love a bit of sparkle. But there were quite a few parts where there were a few chests that you had to lockpick. Lockpick? You had to pick the lock of. So I'm actually thinking this time round I might go technical, like roguey starter, because they've got recommended talents lockpicking, and then I might spec into magic because that did look very pretty, I have to say. But I want to be able to open those chests, so I'm going to go for rogue and then spec into mage, or technical and spec into magic, because I did hear that you can basically do, it doesn't matter what class you start with, you can spec into the other classes if you want to. So that's what I'm going to do. So technical. An attribute. What was the recommended attribute? Was accuracy and agility. So agility increases fury generation in melee combat. And what was the other one? Accuracy. Increases the power of all firearms and alchemical preparations. Might go for agility. And I've got one. I'm going to go for lockpicking. Yeah, I'm going to go for lockpicking. So I can loot all of the chests. Yes.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Right, so as I said, I have already played a little bit of the prologue already. And I am playing on Steam on a laptop with a PlayStation controller. And I did feel that some of the key bindings were very odd. It took a while to get used to the combat especially. Yeah, they were just, I don't know why, but they were just very odd key bindings I found.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious Master of Arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection! I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Right. Attack. So, X is dodge. What was deflect? Defend yourself. Oh, there we go. Get up. Okay. I will probably be using this quite a lot to bind up. That should do it. There we go. Come on. I think it's because I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey lately, so I keep going to use the Assassin's Creed dodge, which is the defend button. And they don't dodge. Ooh, she doesn't dodge as well as in Assassin's Creed. This went better when I was in rage. Probably because I could shoot him from afar. Ah, missing with the backswing.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to
Sorry.
get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
So I might edit some of that out. I'm not sure yet. I'm still maintaining that I'm getting used to the controls because technically it's the key bindings are for an Xbox controller and I'm using a PlayStation controller and I keep forgetting that they're not in the same place. So let's say goodbye to... I'm really sad that I wasn't able to like give my character a name. Maybe you guys can help me name her.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Okay, so we still haven't really been told much about this plague thing that they've got. I'm assuming our character has got it. The mum has obviously got it. You do see some sick people around as well, but we don't really know much about it. From how far I got through the prologue last time, you didn't hear much about it at all. What it was, what it did, where it came from, how it started or whatever, and all of that. So the Malachor, that's it. I think that's what they call it. So yeah. In terms of the graphics are nice, and I know it was only a small company that did it. I've been a bit spoiled for graphics in the games I've been playing, like Assassin's Creed, The Witcher, and Dragon Age was, I guess, a little bit better, but I mean, I'm quite happy with it. They've done a really good job, I think, actually. It's really good. It's not bad for such a small team. Right.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Add to the team. Welcome aboard, Kurt.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
I'm just going to take everything out of loot boxes. Actually, I might inspect my equipment because I did pre-order the game on Steam. I did get a DLC with it. What was it called? It was called The Adventurer's Gear DLC. So I think, ooh, yeah, maybe that came with it. Yes, please. I don't want that. I want the fiery one. Aha, there we go. Just go back. Nice. So I want that one. And yes. That one. Ooh, this one's got feather. Fancy. Nice. Okay. So main quest is I've got to notify the ambassadors about my departure, and my side quest is to talk to the coin guard about merchandise. So which one's closest? Oh, these ones are closest. So I'll just go towards them.
To my help! And to the others!
No idea where these people are coming from. What was Fury? No. dodge on the other game is attack. Get him, Kurt. Ooh. Looks like Kurt's on fire. Is that normal? Aha. Don't think I got these before. I'm gonna try and not miss any shiny boxes. I know how frustrating that can be when you're watching someone play. I know I get a bit frustrated when I see something that the players miss. So I'm gonna try and not miss anything. Like that one over there. Gimme, gimme. I know I'm going... Well, I suppose it doesn't matter which way you go. Unless it's a dead end. Oh, that looks like a bandit. Oh no, maybe it's not. Let's look at the map. Oh, I can go this way. Maybe they won't attack me. To pass it by, no. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, just give it a thumbs up and I can try and get out some more. Ooh, what's this? My pains are getting stronger and stronger, my guts are churning. It is getting harder and harder for me to run the shop. Some evenings I can't even feel my legs anymore. It's as though they've turned to ice. There's no longer any doubt. The Malachor has got me like so many others. Today I had so little strength that I couldn't even cross the road to get to my shop. Who needs books when everybody is dying anyway? All that's left for me to do is drag myself to the little dispensary they installed behind the barracks and hope they can ease my suffering. Didn't find that before when I was playing. A little bit on the Malachor. Yeah, I can go this way. Prince's Place. Nice. Lots of stuff. Oh, there's one. Let's go in this one first, just because it's highlighted. Ooh, another one. They can be quite easy to miss if you're not on the lookout for them. Which one's this one? I'm sure we'll find out.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
So, a little bit about my gaming style. I do ask a lot of questions. I like getting the lore, so like if you don't want to listen to me or watch me, ask everyone all the questions. Do feel free to just skip ahead. So the Bridge Alliance. So we're the from what I understand so far, we're like the Merchants Guild or something. This is the Bridge Alliance.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
I'm quite a sciencey person and I'm all about discovery, so first impressions, I quite like the Bridge Alliance, I guess. So the relationship with the Congregation of Merchants, which I think is what we are.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the Congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Tearfredy, I believe that is the island we are going to later.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tearfredy for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Not sure I like how he talks about the people of Tearfredy, though. So, their relationship with Teleme, I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's the other ambassador I have to go to.
And what of your war with Teleme?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tir-Fredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are, in fact, quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Cool.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
I get why characters just call you de Sade, but it would have been nice to at least given her a name. But so yeah, just, you know, I have no ideas at the moment. If you've got any, chuck them in the comments section. Nothing around here. Oh yeah, back to the other one. The Thélème ambassador. So far, I think the Bridge Alliance sounds okay. You know, they're all about science and discovery and everything. And I don't mind. I like that, you know, when it's done in the right way. Is there anything around here I can pick up? No. Okay. Let's go then.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir-Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache.
Panache.
The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You are hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not so sure about this faction.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith.
Probably.
But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
So with the congregation, that's us.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
I don't think so.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Just leave people alone, man.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
First impression of this faction is not great, if I'm perfectly honest. Just leave people alone. Like, let them do what they like. If they're not hurting anyone, let them do what they want. Yeah. I don't have a good feeling about that faction. So find the charlatan and negotiate with the vendor. So that's for my pal Kurt. Let's go help Kurt first.
The merchant is there.
I think the graphics are growing on me, like the buildings and everything are really good. On first impression. Be interesting to see what it's like when we get to the other island.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master at arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Okay, so I can offer a bribe. No, I'm not spending more money just to get what I've already paid for. I can threaten him, which isn't really my style. When I play RPG games, I'm really awful at being mean to people. I just want everyone to like me, so I think I'll go with this. Looks like I'll get a 50% chance of success. So let's try it.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
Yeah.
As you request, milady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Nice. So that part's done. Does seem something suspicious about it all. If he's demanding more payment for something. Let's go. Let's go to this one first. Let's find the charlatan.
Ooh. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I should really use the lock on that. Oh, did I somehow change my weapon? Oh, which one is it? Is it that one? There we go. Ooh. More loot.
the miracle of science.
Looks like this must be it.
Won't believe your eyes. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Really? You're convinced? Cures everything. I'm not convinced. That's definitely suspicious.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Bit heavy-handed, but okay. Can I jump over these? What I have noticed is that there isn't a jump button. But you can climb things, so... These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. But the complexity of some recipes leaves no room for doubt the author was a true alchemist and was certainly very, very knowledgeable.
To my health! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of the combat now. The weird alchemist of the Alliance, who rented a room upstairs, specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his vials or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer is always right. Of course they are. Until they're not. But we won't get into that.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
So this way. Straight ahead. I'm glad you can pick things up and it doesn't count as stealing. It's probably in there, but I want to look around a bit. Ooh, key. Aha, see, lock picking. I should be able to. Excellent. I wasn't able to do this in my first little playthrough of the prologue, so I'm glad I chose a different starting class this time.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Ooh, twist.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred.
Ah, so maybe the Bridge Alliance is not as good a faction as I first thought. That's shady.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
Oh, you don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help him leave the city, because he seems like he's trying to do a good job.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you were hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the Academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules did not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments, and there is nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. I sincerely hope you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace. So the Bridge Alliance is not as good as I first thought. Experimenting on people is not good. So I can either confront the populace or sneak him out. I did pick up a key, so...
The lock's double bolted.
I don't have the key.
I just picked up a key.
Locked. I don't have the key.
Oh, this just gets me in here. Ooh, another key. Ooh, and...
Cool. The key to the tap.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Okay. So we need to get to there. Which way way do I go then? I can't open that door to go through. Am I missing something? Aha.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
Oh, I was hoping to be able to sneak by. I don't really want to. Oh, these look like thugs, not angry thugs, so I feel a bit better about it. Level up. Didn't really want to have to kill people, considering they have a right to be angry, I suppose. Oh well.
I should have stayed in the tavern. I was safe. To my help! And death to the others!
It's just I don't have the opportunity to sneak by.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I love how every other NPC just don't care that you've killed a bunch of people. Maybe I should have tried to negotiate with the mob. Where am I escorting him? Not to the embassy. I don't want to turn him in. Ah, here we go.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell,
Yes.
my lady.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Yes.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
I'm gonna cover the escape because I feel like I might need them on my side later, but I'll just tuck this bit of knowledge away about them until I can use it to my advantage.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Oh, I'm almost another level up, which reminds me. So I've got set trap, firearms, and one-handed blades, and I can put it in one of them. Firearms already deal quite a lot of damage. And so do the blades, actually. I could spec into magic now. Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Ah, 2 skill points. So I can save up though. I'm gonna save up. Don't have any points for these yet, so I'm gonna save up. Okay, so I've just very quickly gone through my inventory. I'm not going to show you that, I'll edit that part out for you. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. So, what's closest? Oh yeah, let him know that we've done what he wanted with the merchant.
Lady de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir Fredi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
So a bit more to do there. Ooh. Oh, is this the place that was next to the tavern? Oh. I really like that when you go through a building, it doesn't go through a loading time. You just go in and out nice and quick. That is quite nice, actually. Hi guys, just a little voiceover here after I've edited this video. Thanks for watching, hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I'm going to, watch it through and try and keep improving on how I record the audio and everything. I realised that at the beginning of the video, the music for the game was quite loud while I was speaking, so I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just doing this for fun, so I'm just muddling through it, and but any tips or anything that you can give, I am welcome to hear and everything. So I will try and get the next part of the prologue up as soon as possible. Thanks for listening. Bye!